I've been building Hemis for 43 years, and I've seen a lot of engines go and come, and I've seen cars that were detailed, people coming in with their Hemi cars. I've been to car shows, I've been to auctions, I've seen engines for sale on eBay, but you know, they always mention many times it's a complete engine. This is a complete engine. You know, I've seen engines go for sale and they say they're complete, then you're saying they're detailed, then you find headers on, you find these aluminum fans, you find these big electronic distributors, or a big full barrel, or a tonneau wrap, you know? Like sometimes you get these big aluminum valve covers. Oh, anyways, this is genuine. What's wrong with this wrinkled black finish? That's genuine. From 66 to 71, this is beautiful. What could go wrong with a Hemi orange paint job? This is beautiful. This is the way it came from the factory, the way it is right here. This is a true drop-in. Look at it. Is there anything missing? There's oil in the motor, there's gas in the carburetor. It came off the dyno last year. We ran it, we beat it, it made almost 500 horsepower, and here it is. What more can you ask for? But let me tell you, there is one little missing item on this engine. It's missing, and I want you viewers to find it for me. Here I've got my personal 426 Hemi that we had put on video about a year ago, known as the Keeper. The reason why? Because I want to keep this engine. And it's a 1969 complete Hemi engine. The only reason I got 70 valve covers on it is because I wanted to get my dream car, which is a 1970 Dodge Challenger. But I don't have the car yet. This is the reason why it's still on the stand. And a lot of people come into the shop and look at it and they say, Nick, it's a beautiful Hemi you got on display. And it's all dressed up, all fully equipped, except there's one missing link. And now I've left it for you viewers to tell me what it is. And it's got nothing to do with an air cleaner, or heater hoses, or radiator hoses, or breather hose. It's got nothing to do with any of that. It's something that operates with the engine. And the first 5 comments that get it right and specify to me that what's the missing link in this engine are going to get a Nick's Garage t-shirt with a 426 logo on it. So you guys, we're going to film the whole engine from top to bottom, 360 degrees, and you guys tell me what is missing. So I'm going to give a chance to all the viewers around the world to look at this. So I'm going to give it a 90-day, 3 months, and then we're going to look at all the comments, and then we're going to take it from there. So your first 5 correct comments are going to be the winners. What I got here is an engine that I've taken to a car show at the Autorama internal car show, and people were just looking at it and freaking out and saying, wow, look at this, an engine here without a car. Why not? It's a beautiful engine. It's got a lot of detail to it. And then during the summertime, I brought it to the Orange Julep, an external car show. Then again, I put it on display there, different crowds. And then again, I had the same response, like, wow, what is this, an engine with nothing missing? But let me tell you, there is one little missing item on this engine. For now, I have it on display here in my shop, and I'm showing everybody all the details I got. And it's the way it's detailed is the way the factory put it together. For example, you had the green spring here for the secondary carburetor. Then you had the red spring here for the primary carburetor. Then of course, we did all the attachments. For example, we put the exhaust manifolds on. I also put the correct alternator. All Hemi engines came with a cast iron dual point distributor, as you can see here, with a brown cap. It came with an ignition coil with a condenser, which is a capacitor, which is a radio suppression. Here it is. It's there. Chrysler Corporation wiring, as it is here. And then in 1970, it came with a 7-blade clutch fan with a dual pulley alternator. Of course, it also came with an 8-blade water pump. It also came with a 7-quart oil pan. As it is, the way it is from the factory, it's all here. Also, intake with the Pentastar, that's also factory. The valve covers, 1970-71, were like this with a PCV valve, breather on this side, and an oil cap to put the oil in. This is 70-71. Then, as you go to the rear of the engine, you can see the fitting for the power brakes, the PCV valve, the gas pedal cable, again, 1970 for an e-body. Then you got the intake warm-up. This runs through the exhaust system. Painted, this is painted on the engine because this was assembled. And then when the exhaust system was installed on the car, this tube was installed after. That is the reason why this is not painted. Use your eyes, look for the little thing that's missing. It's not the air cleaner, which I have over there. And nothing, no hose, no radiator hoses, no heater hoses, no air cleaner. It's none of the above. It's a link that operates with the engine. It's got nothing to do with the bracket or the spring for the automatic transmission or the pivot bolt here for the 4-speed. It's got nothing to do with a flywheel, flex plate, or anything to do with an automatic 4-speed. Again, it's a part that's missing on the engine that comes on all B bodies and E bodies. So what is the missing link? We're not talking about details or what's correct or what's wrong or right or wrong for 69 or 70 engine. The question is, what is the missing link to my 426 Hemi? And by the way, when I install this in my Challenger, yes, this is not correct motor mount on the left side for installation for an e-body. I have it there at the moment, it's just that I just use it to install it on my dyno. That's the only reason I have it there for. But then I have the correct one for the Challenger to install in the future. And you know, of course, building this engine sometimes are hard to find pieces, sometimes they're easy. For example, I had my 3 brothers find me the pistons, the rings, the bearings, the timing chain, oil pump, carburetor kits, dual points for my distributor, and every other gasket and everything else to put this motor together. I gotta thank my 3 brothers helping me put all these pieces together, and this is the result right here we have. And you know, I'm sure there's a lot of viewers out there that know these engines like myself. But you know what? You never know. Maybe I missed something else that I'm not aware of. And if I did, comment on it on my channel and I'll look into it and we'll see if we're right or wrong. Anyways, we're gonna put it on for 3 months and I'm gonna read everybody's comments every night. So you guys watch, subscribe, throw in your comments, throw as many comments you wish, and the first 5 correct answers to the missing link on my 426 Hemi is gonna get a Nick's Garage t-shirt with a Nick's Hemi logo on it. Only 5 made for the 5 winners. So stay tuned, subscribe, and watch us here.
Now's your chance to show Nick what you know. Spot the missing part on his Hemi and win yourself a very cool and very limited t-shirt. And if you can't figure it out, we've brought back the big logo t-shirt. And because you've been asking for it, here's a hoodie.